So this is just a quick video about time zones. With everything being online and everything being so global, this is really, people just are not getting the time zones right. I love when people just say Eastern time or Central time, just ET or CET, just keep it clean. That means whatever time zone it is in Eastern, that's what we're going by. 95% of the world does daylight savings, so this is very easy to follow. So the trouble is, where I live, and there are a few other places out there that do not do daylight savings time. It does not exist for us. So we are on standard time always. I am on Eastern Standard Time, and when you Google Eastern Standard Time, there's quite a few websites that will actually say this is an inactive time zone. We've converted to Eastern Daylight Time. So this is where I feel like a lot of people get messed up because, and this comes into stress and anxiety, people are so unfocused and just in that rush that they don't read. And don't get me wrong, when I first started Googling the time zones, I did this exact mistake. When you Google current time in for Eastern Standard Time right now, EST, and it pops up in daylight savings time, but you have to actually read. You can't just look at the time. You actually have to look beside, and it will say EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. That's the thing, right? So they really fool you. You have to actually pay attention and read and look into what you are doing. Because again, this morning, I even emailed, I clarified, I said, are you Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time? Because I'm busy in the daylight time hour, but I'm available in the standard time because they were promoting what is happening in the standard time, CST, East Central Standard Time. She emailed me back and she says, nope, it is in CST. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Because if it's CDT, I will not be able to make it. So sure enough, I go to log on and it is CDT, which is currently the same as EST. And that's, so anyway, I'm not able to join this thing. It's just very frustrating because you block out your calendar, you make time, and then it turns out they have the wrong time. It's just frustrating is all, especially when you double check. That's what got me. I specifically double checked. And so the main thing, guys, the EST, EDT, CST, CDT, standard time versus daylight time. So we are currently in summer, we are currently in daylight time. So I know for myself, I always put all my events and stuff, I will say, like, let's say 4 p.m. EST, and in brackets, I'll put 4 p.m. CDT or 5 p.m. EDT, just so people can, if this is confusing, please Google it, type thing. Like, but I put it out there. I just don't say 4 p.m. EST and assume everyone's going to know, because I have learned nobody knows. People assume, people get it wrong, and then it's a big mess. And similarly, I've done a lot of work with people in Australia, and they, fun fact, everyone does daylight savings time and comes off of daylight savings time at different times in the year. So by the time people I work with, Australia, Europe, all these different time zones, it's about a 6-week process to get everyone back off daylight savings, or to everyone to actually go on. So this is why, if you're in the online world, if you have events, if you have things that are time zone changed, it's so important to understand how to Google these time zones and keep them actually clear, because you're going to end up missing events or logging on at the end of event, and then you're going to be irritated. And especially, I know, because 90% of the world is overwhelmed, stressed, high anxiety, their buckets are full. You do not have time to miss things that you scheduled and planned time for. I get it. So that's why I'm just making this video, because yet again, here I am. Another event I have to miss because people do not know time zones. And it's fine. I you know what? I basically figured that they meant daylight time because most people do, but this is why I emailed to double check, right? So guys, yeah. The ST standard time, that means winter. DT daylight time, that means summer. That's your basic thing. And all else fails, if the person is okay giving their location, like where do you live? I'm in Florida. Great. Current time zone in Florida, right? Type thing. I'm in Alberta. Current time in Alberta. And then you can do it that way. So I've learned to ask both what time zone you're in and where do you live. Yeah, because even a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm in CST, I'm in Central Standard Time. And I'm like, I highly doubt that because I don't think there's a central time zone that doesn't do daylight. So then I'm like, where do you live? Right? Because the worst thing in the world is to get the times wrong and miss your meeting. So yeah, just putting that out there, guys, because this is still a thing. It's been quite a long time, and it's still an issue for so many people. So ST Standard Time, winter, or in my case, always, does not change, but that is when you're looking up an ST, that is the time that it is for everyone in winter. DT, daylight time, that is what it is in summer, which most people are currently on. And be prepared because we're about to do the shift where Europe, I think, does it weeks ahead of us. I know Australia is like a month ahead or behind us. It's a lot. So this is, again, so important to get this under control, guys. Standard time winter, daylight time summer. All right. Have a great day.